Hello, everybody. My name is Matt,
And my name is Ryan.
and today we are going to have a roundtable discussion. And by that I mean just me and Ryan. There's no one else here. I know I got you guys
So
excited.
an across the table discussion.
Yeah. So we tried to do episode 2 of our Two Nerds One podcast, and we had some difficulties. Um, Disturbances and noises. You probably just heard my uncle's dog. He's staying with me because my cousin, my family's on vacation. So yeah, so he's here with us along with my dog, and they were getting it on actually. Basically, last time I tried to do this, it was pretty sexy. Bestiality for the win. All right. Anyway. So I want to talk about the fall of Sony, as people are saying, and I know that is probably a really fragile to talk
That's a
about.
big term.
Very fragile topic to talk about right now because of
Fall of Sony. It's
you
not
know.
fallen, it's just getting back up.
All right. So what basically happened, if you guys didn't know, is Sony went down last week, or PlayStation Network went down last week, and is still down to this very moment because basically hackers hacked into the system again and started stealing from the PlayStation Online store, apparently. But they're also saying now that they had access to credit card information as well as personal information. So anyone who has a PS3 right now, if you didn't know that, you should probably research that because
Cards too.
just in case, you never
And
know.
use your password.
Yeah, I would not give that out if I were you. But they have access to your basically what Sony's saying, and when I say they, I mean it could only be one hacker for all we know. It could be a group. It's not quite confirmed yet, but basically people have access to your information, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have yours, because once Sony figured it out, they shut down PSN, which is why it's down. To my knowledge, right now, that's why it's down. But who knows? They could have copied down hundreds, maybe thousands of credit cards. Maybe they only copied down 2, 3. Maybe they didn't copy down any. Maybe the person has moral values and doesn't steal like that. Maybe
I had some
it's different.
information on that. Sony has said that there's at least 77 million users that use a PlayStation. They say that 60 million people that are on PlayStation, 60 million of those people
Mm-hmm.
have had their information compromised. So if you're one of those 60,
Okay. So Ryan basically just fed the fire against his own console.
say it's
Cool, smart. All right.
no, I'm saying like to those 60 million people, you might
Yeah.
want to.
So basically, almost everyone who has a credit card set on their console right now could possibly have their account compromised. Their account information could be in a database somewhere, and some hackers just feeding off of it. So
Stay
what?
strong with Sony because you can't just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave right now, go for an Xbox." That's
Because
your
of course
decision.
Ryan wouldn't want that. Um,
No, but Sony, they're trying to get back. Like this is a pretty huge hit. They're
it
trying
is
to
like,
get
dude, this is big. This is so big. It's okay. My microphone was a little too far away there. I mean, this is a big thing, not a good big thing. This is a bad thing for Sony. Like some people are like, oh yeah, whatever. They'll just fix it and get it back up. They'll be done. But this is bad. There's probably gonna be a lawsuit, and I'm not the one who agrees with this. I got this from Next Gen Tactics. Guns for Hire does his own little show called The Gun Shop. If you don't know who Next Gen Tactics is, look them up. They have a side channel called The Gun Shop, and it's one of their owners. They have two owners of that channel basically, and one of them does his own show where he basically reviews news about gaming, world news, a bunch of stuff, and he gives his own opinion. and he said there's probably going to be a lawsuit, and he's worked in you know, he's worked in that in law basically. He's worked as a lawyer at one point. He said so. I mean, he knows what the possibilities are, and I agree there could be a lawsuit if somebody looks into their bank account one day, some angry parent looks into their bank account one day, realizes that they have no money at all, they could sue them. I mean, that'd be hard to pay a lawyer because you're broke, but in a case like this, where Sony has straight out come and said, yes, this is our fault. We have, well, they didn't technically say that, but, it's our fault that you have your account information compromised. They don't need a lawyer, really, to be honest with you. They could just get somebody they know to be, the information's there. The information is there. Sony probably already knows that they're probably going to get hit really hard for this already because, there's just so much at stake right now. I don't even have a PlayStation. I feel bad for them. I really do. I honestly feel bad. But at the same time, I'm like secretly fist pumping right now because now I have so much more to piss off PSE fanboys with. So, anyway, Ryan, you should talk.
I have to say, hopefully PS3 will recover from this. I know they will.
I think they will too. To be honest, I think they will. But at the same time, how many people's trust can they keep? Like, they've lost so many people's trust already from not... Okay, so let me put this into perspective. They had their system hacked not too long ago, like not even a month ago. They had the PS3 jailbreak. Well, I guess that maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. I mean, this has been going on for a while, but they've had their PlayStation been hacked already. Their GeoHot made a jailbreak for it, and people were installing custom firmware, playing pirated version of games. And basically, they were going around in Call of Duty, the older Call of Duties, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, and World at War were all completely screwed. You could barely get into a game without some hacker. And I'm not talking like Xbox, where it's usually a lobby, and it might be everyone's usually affected with these hacks. There's usually not too many instances where you'll find just one person with God mode. So everyone has it or none. It's a server thing usually on Xbox. But on PS3, there were people going into lobbies, and them... and only them, they could have God mode, they could, have infinite noob tubes, infinite ammo, they could jump, they would be, like, you would join lobbies where there are people, like, standing on top of the map, like, above the map, just floating in there, just looking down, shooting noob tubes everywhere, and you had no way of stopping that. So, that happened, and they fixed that, and it's not even, like... it's a very short time afterwards, and yet again, even though they apparently patched the security issues on PS3, now we have people stealing personal information that they probably shouldn't be even looking at. So I don't know where Sony's going to draw the line, because right now it just doesn't look like they have a really, really, really good following. I think a lot of the fans are really, really disappointed, and yeah, I'm disappointed in them. I thought Sony was better than that, to be honest with you. I mean, I trash them all the time, but that doesn't mean I don't think they're a good company. I mean, they make good products. I mean, I buy their products. I'm using Sony headphones right now. Like $15 cheap Sony headphones, but they're decent quality, and I like them. Like, Sony makes some good stuff, but I think the PS3 fan base took a major dip in the last week. So, I don't know. This is where our real discussion begins. Ryan, do you think that, they could get back? Do you think it's possible?
I think PlayStation will get back. I know some people that are like, yeah, it's been hacked. Yeah, I may lose information, but I still am loyal to PlayStation.
That depends on just how close you are to the company, really. If you don't know the company, then I think that's when you should draw the line. But I mean, there's some big fanboys who just love the way Sony works, and I don't really care if you love Sony or not. That's still a bad thing. Not a bad thing, but it wasn't very smart of them to do that. I think they needed to, when they patched the PlayStation the first time from the jailbreak, they should have definitely have worked more towards making sure that the system was secure, because they had barely any time before someone realized that they could still get into the system. And maybe that was something they found out before they patched it, and they just never realized that that was possible. Maybe he kept it a secret and nobody knew about it.